Hello, this is Jonah Dempsey, and I'm in Ibiza at Time and Space, a monument created by Guy de Liberty, one of the founders of Cirque du Soleil, who was born in Montreal, the same as Ra Uru Hu, who lived on the island for many years, and of course, the messenger of human design. The topic today is the growth mindset and the human need of growth. Now, anything that has the term mindset or attitude in it is immediately suspicious to people in human design because we've learned to not trust the mind. And it's very much true that a lot of these ideologies or belief systems, what Robert Anton Wilson, the other Ra, called BS, your belief system, that they are not like the human design experiment. In fact, I hesitate to even call the human design experiment a belief, although I guess it is its own belief system as well. It's kind of impossible to avoid having some beliefs. Even people who believe they don't have beliefs have that belief. So we never fully eliminate our beliefs. But in any case, be that as it may, human design is pretty special in that it really does get you in touch with the flow of life and with the life force energy that we call the channel, and the channels which make your type. Yeah, I mean, these are ways that you access the vitality of your own form that occurs through the synchronization of the activities of your life with your life force energy, such that you actually gain energy from partaking in these activities, right? It's a kind of, this is what human design is doing. It's getting you in touch with your life force, so you get in touch with the movement of life, you get in sync with life. So when we talk about something like an attitude or a mindset, there's this feeling that it really maybe the attitude or mindset is counter to human design. This whole idea that an attitude or mindset matters in some ways, right? But I would say that it's actually just the fact that you can't necessarily change your attitude or mindset. People almost think you can change your beliefs by saying, well, I don't believe that. No, this is the real meaning of no choice, is that every direction you take, every decision you make, basically, every little change in direction, every decision, you're basically going to be navigating life in such a way that produces certain things at a cellular level that really take a long time to get out of your system. We say it takes 7 years to fully get out of your system. So if you choose to be with somebody and you didn't honor your own inner authority in that choice, you're kind of stuck with them for about 7 years. Really, I mean, that's what it takes. So you don't get to choose to decondition the cells, so to speak. You don't get to choose to, not have that cellularly. Um, but what ends up happening is, based on decision making over time, eventually your attitude changes, eventually your mindset changes, and there's a certain striving that occurs as well, where the fact of the striving itself makes a difference. Trying or not trying obviously have a very different outcome. So it's not like some fatalistic thing where everything's already happened and the future's already occurred and we're just watching it play out. It's more that everything is in various quantum superposition states, and that where the waveform collapses has not been determined yet, and how the waveform collapses is basically a result of many different factors. So the more you're in the right place at the right time, tapped into your life force energy and connected to your inner authority and your ability to confidently navigate situations because you have something you can trust every time to make the right decision, you're going to end up with a very different situation, right? So it's like I mentioned just a couple of videos back at HDHD this year, how there was a question in the audience to Karen Curry Parker that basically was around attitudes and mindsets and saying, well, these are so mental that you have these attitudes. How do you reconcile that with sort of the idea in human design of not having the attitudes not the main thing, the mindset's not the main thing? And what she said, because it's so mental, right? And what she said was so great. She's like, actually, your attitude is in your cells. That's kind of what I'm saying. So when we talk about growth mindset, you can't choose to grow anymore. It's like it's like a little kid, like being like, I'm going to grow taller or something. We don't get to choose that. Same with emotional growth. Same with psychological time. Yeah, great.
No, no, where are the doors?
Right over there. Perfect. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know that.
Yep. I'll go. I'll follow you guys along. Yeah. So you don't get to choose that at all, really. All you really get to choose is whether you're trying one thing or trying another. I mean, even that you don't get to choose. It's more like once you're exposed to certain information, things just change. So you get to watch how what happened before doesn't happen anymore because you've sort of learned that. So that's what growth is about. And a growth mindset is basically about orienting yourself towards trying to learn in each situation. So striving to learn is still valid and still important, even in the context of something like human design that's based around surrender and no choice. All right, more on the growth mindset coming up next.